Hi everyone, welcome to Virtual History 360. Today we're going to try something new. Instead of a 360 video, we're going to do a flipped video. Now, this way you get to enjoy my lecture through this awesome video. So let's start Washington in a nutshell. Now, if you look behind me, I'm standing in the Rose Garden behind the White House. Now, what? Someone standing behind me? Don't they know I'm recording a video? Oh, wait, that's President Obama. I guess that's okay. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about our first president, George Washington. Now, the story of George Washington goes much deeper than I have time for in this video, but I want to talk about a couple of the precedents that he set while he was in office. Now, a precedent is something done or said that becomes an example for others to follow. Being our first constitutional president, almost everything he did set the example for future presidents to follow. Now let's go inside and talk about the first. Here we are inside the cabinet room inside the West Wing of the White House. Oh look, there's President Obama again. He must like following us around. Anyway, Washington worked closely with Congress during his first term to establish departments in the executive branch. He chose leading figures to head these departments and to act as advisors. This group was called the Cabinet. No, not like this. More like this. Okay. Tell you what, let's step outside. All right. Now, you need to know things weren't all smooth and happy during Washington's tenure as president. In 1791, Congress passed a tax on whiskey. It seemed like a great way to raise revenue, but it backfired. You see, a lot of small farmers distilled their extra grain to make whiskey, but most didn't sell it. It was used to trade for other items or, just to enjoy it. But the government didn't care what the intended use was. All that mattered to Uncle Sam was how much whiskey could be produced at a farm, and then a tax was levied on that. Farmers in western Pennsylvania were angered by this tax, and in July of 1794, their anger turned to violence. This was the first real test of our new government, and Washington decided to send federal troops to put down what would be called the Whiskey Rebellion. He even led troops part of the way. He didn't actually see any action. You wouldn't want to put the president in danger. Anyway, this message sent out to everyone that the government would use force to maintain order of our country. Now, moving on. Another precedent set by Washington was the number of terms a president should serve. He decided not to run for a third term, even though he most likely would have won. This example carried through until FDR was elected to 4 terms, although he only served 3 before passing away. The 22nd Amendment to the Constitution made it law for a president to only serve 2 terms. And this leads to the final thing that I want to talk about today. When Washington decided to step down, he asked Alexander Hamilton to help draft his farewell address. In the speech, he wanted to leave the country with advice for the future. Some of these ideas were eerily prophetic. One thing he brought up was the idea that the United States should stay out of foreign affairs to avoid trouble and stay out of wars. Another topic he warned about was political parties. He said they were no good, and imagine what our country would look like if we had listened to him. But of course, 2 parties emerged almost immediately, and the trend has continued. Basically, he said this. So that about wraps up Washington in a nutshell. I hope you found this informative. For more videos like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.